Your forecast first, sponsored by Matex Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
Well, a pretty nice Monday here across central Illinois. We've had lots of sunshine. We've had a couple of areas that have actually seen some rain, but here in Champaign, on our roofing dog eye net Bratcher weather camera, all is good. Those showers have been showing up a little bit closer to I-70. Places like Casey picking up on some of those showers at this hour. And those are going to remain down to our south as we go throughout the course of tonight, and then eventually kind of dwindle away as we get into later on tonight. That's going to set up a really nice week ahead with very comfortable temperatures. We're at 76 in Champaign right now. Through this evening, it's going to cool off. We're talking about lows that are going to be down into the 50s by tomorrow. How long does the nice weather stick around? We'll share that with you when we come back. WCIA3 News starts right now.
Now from WCIA3 News.
It would just be the most safeguarded measure.
The U of I is going remote for part of its fall semester, but that's not the only way the school year is going to look different. Plus, the state's launching a mask awareness campaign where its efforts will be focused. And the House Speaker is being cut off, the political donor he's losing amid a corruption investigation.
You're watching your local news leader. This is WCIA3 News at 5.
It just is going to be good to not bring everyone back here.
Now students won't have to worry about returning to campus for the entire fall semester. Good evening, I'm Paul Cicchini. U of I said it will move to exclusive remote learning after Thanksgiving break. WCIA3's Jamie Mays is live in Champaign. So Jamie, you spoke to students on campus. How did they feel about this decision?
The students I spoke to say they felt the university did the best thing for everyone on campus. And that's not the only requirement for this upcoming semester. Students, faculty, and staff who plan to be on campus have to be tested for COVID-19. Those who are in on-campus activities will have to be tested 2 times a week. Students will have a combination of in-person and distance learning when they return. But November 20th will be the last day of in-person instruction, and that's something students say they support.
It would just be the most safeguarded measure to ensure that there's not a lot of contact.
U of I is encouraging anyone who is already on campus to get tested. In addition, the university says that they have increased cleaning and sanitizing procedures for university facilities throughout the year. Live in Champaign, Jamie Mays, WCIA3, your local news leader.
All right, Jamie, thank you so much. Students are planning to return to campus this month. The fall semester starts August 24th. Mandatory testing for faculty members and staff will begin August 10th, and mandatory testing for students begins August 16th. Now, taking a look at coronavirus cases across the state, the positivity rate's up to 4% over the last week in Illinois. More than 1,400 people are in the hospital. There are nearly 1,300 new cases, bringing the state's total number of infections over 183,000. 10 more people have died. That brings the death toll in the state over 7,500. Governor Pritzker announced the launch of a new COVID-19 awareness campaign today. It encourages the use of face coverings in public with the slogan, "It only works if you wear it." The governor launched the multi-million-dollar ad campaign this morning. It'll focus on communities with the greatest risk from COVID-19. Pritzker says the goal is to remind you those who may have forgotten. He says he's open to considering fines for people who outright refuse to wear a mask, but state lawmakers left town without giving the state that power. A man from Springfield is dead after being shot in Montgomery County. Deputies were called to a home in Witt, near Vermillion and 3rd Streets. That's where they found 36-year-old Jason Newell dead. Alan Freyer and another man were both home at the time and were taken to the sheriff's office for questioning. Deputies released one of the men, but Freyer is still being held. Champaign County Crime Stoppers is asking for your help finding a stolen trailer. Champaign police say it was taken sometime between 4 p.m. July 19th and 6:30 a.m. July 20th. A person or group took the large white trailer parked inside the Middle Forest Preserve in Penfield. The trailer had a Deuce construction decal on its side.
And stole a enclosed box trailer with Ducey on the side of it. The box trailer contained thousands of dollars worth of construction tools, and the trailer itself was valued at $6,000.
Ducey, excuse me. Champaign County Crime Stoppers wants to remind you tips are always anonymous. We have an update now from Piatt County. A new candidate has joined the race for circuit court judge. We previously told you Suzanne Wells was ineligible to appear as an independent candidate on the ballot in November. Since then, Wells started her own political party. She'll appear on the ballot representing the Lincoln Heritage Party.
I have a platform. I really am running on my legal experience and my character. I'm a very experienced attorney. I'm, like I said, trusted, compassionate, experienced. I've worked hands-on in the community. Most people will remember me as being a founding chairperson of Willow Tree Missions, which is a domestic violence program in Piatt County that's done very well on behalf of victims and helping families in need. Lindsay, you're best.
Wells is running against State's Attorney Dana Rhodes. Rhodes is the Republican nominee. Wells says she's been a lawyer for longer, and running for judge was a, quote, logical next step in her legal career. A petition circulating Tuscola is aiming to improve the school district's inclusivity. The authors say school board members have heard families of color describe racist incidents to them. They believe establishing some changes would help improve the district's overall culture. They're calling for a more diverse curriculum, including anti-racism instruction. The lengthy document can be found on change.org. Petitioners plan to bring it before the school board August 24th. 2 new fire stations are the topic at tonight's Decatur City Council meeting. Members will be considering a resolution to buy property on East Chestnut Avenue to be used as the new home of Fire Station number 7. With a price tag of $82,000, the current station is a shared building on the grounds of the Decatur Airport. Council is also expected to enter into an almost $3 million deal for the construction of a new Fire Station number 3. It'll move a couple blocks north from its current location on West El Dorado Street to Fairview Plaza. We'll have a look at your full forecast coming up, but first this.
This is a really hard time in our industry.
A performing arts center canceled in-person events, how it's making sure students still get a chance to perform.